Midnight has some really good looking mounts. The expansion's looking to launch with about 45 mounts currently. That'll change slightly once we get to launch. But either way, I wanted to run through 10 of my favorites. There are quite a few reskins and things like that and updates. Honestly, I still think they look really good, so I don't mind that. The first one up is going to be the Untainted Grove Crawler, and this is going to be this weird, like, worm-looking thing. I'm not even really too sure what it is, but it definitely looks pretty unique, and I think it looks pretty good as well. There are a few different color variants in the files, but I'm not too sure if those will be used. But in terms of how you obtain this one, is going to come from the Spore-spawned cache. So I'm not too sure what that'll involve currently, but it's from some kind of cache for you to get this mount. The next one up is Ashes of Beloren, and this is kind of a nod to the old Ashes of Allah. Overall, it looks good. I like what they tried to do with this kind of like half voidy effect. It looks a little weird, and maybe they'll tweak it as time goes on. The thing I don't like about it though is it doesn't fully look like a phoenix. It looks more like just a standard bird, while Ashes of Allah had that more phoenix look. So if they made an updated phoenix model and had this effect on it, I'd definitely be all in, and it would be much higher in the list. But either way, this is going to come from the raid on Mythic, so if you're interested in this mount, it will be a difficult pickup. Next up are these Snapvine mounts, obviously using like the N'Zoth worm kind of model, but overall I do like them. These are going to be coming to the trading post and maybe the store in the future, but I do like how they look, mainly I think because they remind me of Little Shop Horrors, kind of like a feed me Seymour, you know, like that kind of look to it. So I think overall looks kind of cool and unique, but once again it is a shame it doesn't have its own more unique base. The next one up is the Tenebrous Harrower, and this is going to be this kind of like void Hulk looking beast thing. It's obviously somewhat similar to a lot of things we've seen in the past. You've probably seen it skeleton a fair few times, but I don't think that does enough to stop it from looking pretty damn cool and also being somewhat unique in its own way. In terms of how you'll get this though, this will come from the Glory of the Raid of Meta achievement series for season 1. So I think it's a pretty good amount to be attached to that achievement, especially considering the one that we just had in the War Within, the end of the War Within, wasn't that exciting. So I think this is a good one that should motivate people to finish that achievement. The next one up is going to be the Armani Pangolin, and this is going to have a few different color variants as well. So if you do like this model, you will be able to get it in a different color if you prefer. This is going to be similar where you'll grind out a different currency, and once you have enough of it, you'll be able to purchase this mount. But overall, I do like this. I do like the Pangolin with this kind of like Armani armor and stuff. You do have some classic Armani things like bears and eagles, but I do like seeing the Pangolin with the Armani armor. It's kind of like a nice mix. The next one up is going to be the Vivid Chirosaurus, and this is going to be kind of like a weird rhinoceros plant hybrid. It definitely looks a lot more unique, and you can't really tell what it was kind of taken from originally. I think this looks really, really cool, and this is going to be obtained from another currency grind in a different zone. You're going to grind out the currency, and then you're going to be able to purchase it from a vendor. But overall, I do like this, and I think there are a few different color variants, but I'm not too sure if they have sources yet. The next spot is going to be 2 mounts because it's basically a retexture of the other one. The first one we're going to talk about is the Red Dragonhawk. So this is a full update to the old Dragonhawk model, and I really like this update. The old Dragonhawks looked okay, but I think this new model is a great update. I think they look absolutely amazing. So I definitely do like the Red Dragonhawk, obviously more iconic of the coloring. And then there's going to be this Spore Glider, which you can tell uses the base of the new Red Dragonhawk, but it has all these mushrooms growing out of it. It has a really nice coloring. So I do like both of these mounts quite a lot. In terms of obtaining them, the Fiery Dragonhawk is going to come from a currency grind, and you'll be able to purchase that. Unfortunately though, the Cerulean Spore Glider doesn't currently have a fixed source, so who knows if this will actually make it into the expansion. The next mount up is just another bird, but I just really like this. I think it has a really nice vibe to it, and that is going to be the Hex Eagle. This is going to come from the Honored Warriors cache in Zul'Aman. Not too sure what that means yet and how difficult that'll be, but I just really like this mount. Whenever I saw it, I thought, wow, this looks really, really cool. Definitely a mount that I'm going to be trying to go after as, fairly early on. I think it looks great. I think a lot of people will probably move it lower in this list, but to me, I thought this was a really, really nice looking mount. And at the top spot is going to be the Prey Seeker's Wrath. So this is going to come from the Prey system, which is kind of like a bounty hunter system that's coming in the expansion. There's going to be 2 of these updated mana worm mounts for you to get, and both of them will come from the Prey system. And I just think this looks good. I really love the way the kind of back of it fades away, the way the face looks. Just overall, I think this is an amazing looking mount, and I think the coloring for it looks great too, and it just kind of really gives me a nostalgia feeling. The blue one would be a lot more nostalgia feeling, but the old trailer for TBC where you've got the Blood Elf kind of draining the mana from the mana worm, just having a really cool updated new mana worm model, just was like, yes, I really like this. So there you go. Those are the 10 mounts I'm kind of currently most hyped for. Obviously, if they add some more, they remove some, whatever, we might revisit this in the future. But as we get closer to launch, as always, I'll be putting out guides on how to obtain nearly all, or if not all, of the mounts available in the expansion, so that once it goes live, you know where to get them. Either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're excited for the mount collecting for Midnight, and let me know which ones were your favorites in the comments below. Look out for more videos coming soon. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.